What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be doing some bike maintenance. It's going to be a little bit of a different type of video today. So yeah, let's get into it. I got my best friend Mason here. I got my bike flipped over. I'm going to lube the front hub and adjust it because I feel a little bit of play in it. And what are you going to do?
I'm probably going to just do wheel alignments.
Yep. Nice.
You know, make sure
everything lined up and lubed.
A little bit of an alignment. Different on the car. A little bit different than the car.
A little bit different. Tie rods and all that. But yeah.
Simple.
Probably do a little bit of lubrication on my shifter cables. And yeah, we'll see where we go after that. I might spray paint some of the orange, the rust. Because obviously New Hampshire, it gets rusty after a while. So yeah, we're gonna probably do some of that. This bike I'll probably have for maybe another year or so. But once we move to Florida, I'll probably get a nice e-bike. Nice full suspension. I'd like a twist throttle, full suspension, but powerful as an e-bike. Alright, so I got the hub off. It does spin nicely, but there is a fair amount of play. So I'm going to adjust that, but while I'm in there, I might as well grease it. But I'm going to put everything on a rag on the ground so it doesn't get covered in, sand and stuff, because you obviously don't want that in your wheel bearings. So, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so both sides of this are 17, so I'll use 2 wrenches to pull it apart. So here I got regular 17, I got a ratcheting 17, the other wrench. So it's easier just to pop it right off. So, just gonna pull this thing off. Alright, so I got it loose enough where I can just pull it apart with my hands. Alright guys, this is basically how the hub works. So in here are bearings, and it has this retaining bolt, and then it has this lock bolt just designed to lock it in place. So we're just gonna take this piece apart, just this little retaining bolt off, and lubricate everything. So this thing has 2 main wheel bearings for one wheel. One for each side of the wheel. What the heck?
Trying to taste if I have enough grease in there. Yeah, I should have enough grease in there. Should be fine.
So one thing you have to look at while you're working on these, you gotta make sure that you're not touching anything like the wheel, because it has this is just a rim brake, and you obviously don't want oil in your brakes. So you gotta be really careful with how you treat it. You don't want to touch your rim. It's okay to touch the spokes, because that's obviously not gonna do anything. Here it comes off. I stick that right there. Get the hardware. And then we're just gonna pull apart this bearing. So it's a very simple bearing. It is purely just that little bearing ring being retained, and then it just spins on that. This is what a bearing looks like, by the way, if you're curious. So anyway, we're going to pack them, grease them, and make sure we don't got any dirt or grime in them, which I think someone actually did get into it. So what I'm going to do, pull the whole bearing apart. I'm going to wipe them, nice rag, and then we're going to lubricate them up. Alright, so I've done this job one other time. So I like to use this Valvoline 80W90, so it's super thick gear oil. So I just want to make sure that I get everything coated in it. I'm not worried about conserving it right now. Alright guys, so we're reassembling the bearing. Gonna tighten this up. Get a little bit more oil in there for the road.
Okay, fronts.
We don't want too much oil, just enough so that everything is coated nicely as we go down the road.
Time to flip it back over.
Then after this, we'll go for a nice little bike ride.
Test everything out.
You get everything, just test it out, make sure everything is sealed up nicely. Alright, so when you're setting this up, you just want to make sure that there's no play, because obviously play is what causes bad things to happen. So that is nice and loose. It feels good though. And I'll put a little bit more oil on the other side because I didn't really lube up the side. Alright, so I got it all snugged up. Make sure that everything spins nicely. Just gonna back out a tiny bit.
Get it through.
That, because obviously we don't want any play. A tiny little bit of play is like okay. Now we are set to go. Alright guys, so we're gonna give this thing just a little test spin on the hub, make sure it spins nicely. Want to make sure it's not off balanced or anything. Yeah, you just want a completely straight line. Here we go. We're just gonna go for a little ride. Just gotta go down the street to make sure everything works nice. Nice day for a bike ride though. So far though, the bike is doing great. That new hub, or that lubricated hub, feels pretty good. It doesn't have any play. It used to have some play. It always has had a little bit of play, but after I did my last maintenance, it got a little bit better for a minute. It wasn't great. Off camera, I adjusted the rear guard for shifter. I do like this bike though. I haven't tested the front brakes. Front brakes work nicely. That's another thing with this bike I don't like. It has the V-brake set up in the front. My next bike I'm sure will have discs, but right now I just have to live with this. Cool, so we're on the Kawasaki. I got my best friend Mason here. You saw it in the first clip. We were doing some bike maintenance, bicycle maintenance. Now we're on dirt bikes. Yeah, he's got his helmet. Alright, I'll let you go. I'll follow behind you. Huh? Alright. So Mason's crushing it. Yeah, you good. On the Honda. And he's never run a dirt bike before a few times ago when he came here. So it's good to get him back on a bike. It's kind of sloppy out here right now, but fun to show someone how to ride a dirt bike.
Oh, I'm fine.
Careful.
You want,
Yeah, just come around this way. Just come from.
you want to hit the stop button?
Yeah, I stopped it.
Okay. That's probably good.
Yeah, nice. All right. He's crushing it on dirt bike. He's very new to riding, and he's doing pretty good. He hasn't learned how to stand up yet. And he still is missing a few techniques that might make him a little bit easier, or might make it a little bit easier. But I should just let him go for it, let him try it his way, and then once he does make a mistake, then I'll show him what he did wrong. And that's the best way to learn, because if you just tell someone how to do it in the beginning, they're gonna be like, okay, and then they're not gonna like remember it. But if they've made a mistake, they'll realize, oh yeah, I remember that mistake, that hurt. I'll make sure that I do it this way this time. So that's the best way of learning. There you go. There you go. Nice. Nice. He is crushing it now. You just gotta get out your comfort zone. Once you're out of your comfort zone, it's awesome. He has a lot of experience on mountain bikes and bicycles. Well, mountain bike is a bicycle. He has a lot of experience on those kind of bikes. So he has the balance. It's just being new to the dirt bike that I think he's a little bit unsure of. I think now, today, he's, riding, and he's kind of felt the bike. But I think that he forgets what the dirt bike's like. I think he forgets how predictable it is. Because a mountain bicycle, you have those little tiny tires, super narrow. Even on like a wide tire, like beach bike, still that tire is way less wide than these. So it's just learning what it's like to be on a dirt bike. It's just relearning how to ride a bicycle. Nice and slow down the hill. You felt the grip, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, that was good.
It's amazing.
First run I've ever made on a dirt bike.
Nice.
Full pin, and then as soon as I hit about here, I was like, all right, using for that brake.
Yeah. It's fun, like to make a nice little ride. All right. Here, I'll help you get unstuck. Give me a second. Oh, there you go. Nice job. All right, follow me. Nice job. He is crushing it on that bike. For a newbie in the snow, he's doing great. I remember I was really sketched out in the snow too. Drifted it in.
Turn off the fuel, right?
No, you're good. You can just leave it. That bike doesn't have a fuel off switch. It doesn't need it because when the switch is turned off, with the fuel pump. If the switch is turned off, then the whole bike's turned off. All right.
So I got to turn off the switch though?
Nope, but you're good. Just give it a minute. I'm just gonna turn it around.
Okay.
I just want to give it a little rep really quick.
Oh, besides the battery,
Huh?
besides the battery, so the battery controls everything now.
Yeah.
That's cool. So
But
it's electricity.
it used a battery before though too.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the battery was dead. It just used its own power that it was making.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, so as if it didn't have a battery.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh.
I'm just gonna turn it around. Honda.
Oh, yeah. Honda.
All right, Mason. Well, you crushed it.
Yeah,
Nice job on the
that's
dirt
right.
bike, especially as a new rider.
You gotta trust the bike and trust the power.
Just gotta trust it. Well, nice job. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video with Mason. My next video is gonna be my 100 subscriber special. This video will probably put me over. And yeah, it'll be a pretty good video for my 100 subscriber special. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate all of you. And I'll see you guys very soon.